Hello everyone, welcome to my video presentation.
I'd like begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the lands on which we met today. I would also like to pay my respects to elder past and present. This morning, I visit Karingai Wildflower Garden for a nature walk. It is a natural place near my home. I had several bush tracks to explore. After the rain, the ground was soft and damp, and I could feel the mud squishing beneath my feet as I walked along the path. I could smell the crisp and fresh air, water droplets still hanging on the leaf, with birds creeping in the background. In a natural and a relaxed environment, I start to think about the language of science and the mathematics in place. When I hear the birds creeping and flying in the forest, I wonder how they communicate with other birds, why they can fly and how and where they live. When I saw the leaves, I was curious why the leaf has fallen, because of the winds or because of the seasons, and why some leaves has different colors. As I observed the patterns and the shapes of the leaf, I thought about geometry and symmetries in mathematics. When I walked around the ponds, there was an explanation book that provides some interesting facts about the frog life cycle, including how it hatched from an egg, grow into the tadpole, and eventually transfer into the frog. It also mentioned the importance of the water for the frog's survival and how pollution can affect its habitat. This leads me to consider the independence of living organisms with an ecosystem. When I saw the trees, I wondered how they could so big and high. It was clear that this place was a complex and dynamic system. During the observations, I was uncuriously curious and questioned everything around me. Reflecting on my science and mathematics learning experience, I realized that my previous understanding of math and science was limited to a purist academic perspective. I only focused on formulas and equations that knowledge comes from the book. It is hard to understand the concepts of math and science deeply. Carlos' ideas about the roles of the place as a pedagogical competence resonates with me during my visits to the wildflower gardens. By engaging with the natural environments, I was able to develop a deeper understanding of interconnectedness of all things and see how math and science concepts are present in the world around us. These ways, the natural environments can be the powerful tools for learning and help foster a sense of environmental stewardship. This understanding can enhance our learning experience by connecting them to real-world context and fostering a sense of connection to the natural world. Notice how the modern human elements, such as the skies, rocks, lands, animals, creeps, and plants, has agencies in that space. I feel deeply connected to these elements and saw how they affected my personality. When I engage in the place, I realized that math and science are not just abstract concepts, but deeply embedded in our world. Mathematics and science are all around us. They are the parts of our daily lives. Reflecting on my experience, I began to think about the importance of engaging with the place and respecting the traditional landowners who have lived on and cared for this land for generations. I realized that by learning about the histories and culture of the land, as well as the plants and animals that inhabit it, I could deepen my understanding of the natural world and develop a greater appreciation for its complexities and interconnectedness. As an early childhood educator, I also thought about this play promoting child agency, about how place-based and inquiry-based learning principles could be applied to these settings and how students could be encouraged to explore the complex system and relations in garden through the observations, questioning, and exploration.